What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and welcome back to another Should You Pull video where I give you my opinions for upcoming banners coming to the global version of the game. In today's video, we are going to take a look at Ciaran's Lost Chapter banner, but before we do start, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it if you do. And without further ado, let's start this video. Okay, so with the release of Ciaran's Lost Chapter, he will be getting a rework. So let's take a look at that first with his first ability, which is Bash. Basically, this will now increase the party's brave based on his attack, and will increase the brave hit count to 5 and increasing its max brave overflow up to 150%. Next up is his second ability, which kind of changes depending on how many drops of Mirth you have. So the changes here basically is for the Holy Raw Strike, which is going to increase its hit count to 6 and increasing its max brave overflow up to 150%. And then the regular Soul Shot will have an increase in brave hit count to 3 and will gain a 20% splash damage. And you will also gain 1 drop of Mirth for this one as well. And of course, Ciaran will be getting a level 80 crystal passive on his Lost Chapter as well. So let's talk about the Cull ability, which is going to be Holy Raw Strike with a C at the end. Now this will slightly raise his max brave in attack and raising the party's brave based on the attack, and then we'll do a 6-hit Holy Melee Brave plus HP attack with a 100% HP damage to non-targets, and will also have a 120% max brave overflow limit. And of course, with the release of his own Lost Chapter, he will also be getting an LD weapon. Now he will gain the LD ability called Shadow Blade when you equip this, or if you have max limit broken this LD weapon. This will initially only have 2 uses and will raise the party's brave based on his attack, and they will do a 3-hit AoE melee brave plus AoE HP attack, and then followed up by another 5-hit AoE melee brave plus AoE HP attack. This will have increased damage when attacking a single target, and will also have a 120% max brave overflow limit. This will have a split HP damage though. However, it does grant him a new buff called Memories of the World, or World's Memories, whichever really one in the English translation picks up. This will also give him 5 drops of Mirth and will give him a free ability usage on his next turn. Now, World's Memories is basically going to increase the party's initial Brave, Stolen Brave, and Brave regen. The biggest thing here is while you have Worlds of Memories buff active, he will not drop the drop of Mirth buff at all. The count will not decrease despite you using Soul Shot or Soul Shot Plus, which is one of the biggest factors for this buff. Now at 1 out of 3 limit break, this will increase his attack by 20%, and then will basically gain access to Brave Attack plus plus and HP Attack plus plus as long as he has Crystal Caravan buff active. Now the Brave Attack plus plus will increase the party's brave based on his attack and will do a 3-hit melee brave attack. This will also gain 1 drop of Mirth. The HP Attack plus plus will gain the party's brave again based on his attack and will do a 2-hit melee brave plus HP attack with a 120% max brave overflow limit. Now with this HP Attack plus plus, obviously if you have access to Soul Shot or Soul Shot Plus, it will actually take priority over the HP Attack plus plus. So if you meet that requirement, you will use Soul Shot or Soul Shot plus first, or sorry, plus first. There's only 1 plus on the Soul Shot before you actually do the HP Attack plus plus. So if you just do the HP Attack plus plus, you gain 1 drop of Mirth, and of course this increases the brave damage of the LD ability. Now at 2 out of 3, this will increase the attack by 20% again, and will increase the Memories of the World duration by 4 turns, and at 3 out of 3, increasing his attack again by 20%, and will have 1 extra usage. Alright guys, so after hearing all this information regarding Ciaran's rework, and of course his LD weapon and LD ability, what do I think of Ciaran right now as a character? Honestly speaking, when they fixed the drop of Mirth, yeah, I know, I went there. I actually think that he's a decent character now. Before, when you have to like lose all of the stacks every time you actually activate Soul Shot, was a bit of a bummer. That's why I didn't really like that part of him previously, like, you know, when he first came out. And I know a lot of people didn't like that idea as well. You wanted the buffs up because it gives a good party aura, but in order for you to do like a good amount of damage without using his abilities, you kind of had to lose that. So with the fix with his LD, well, you will really need his LD now if you really want to use Ciaran, because without it, he's just not that great of a character. So now that they sort of fixed that, I think he's actually a pretty good character to pick up. He has a lot of party aura buffs that are very, very good. Like his LD already increases your initial brave, it gives you max brave overflow, and you get a brave regen as well, and then his other buffs, or auras I should say, gives you increase in max brave as well. So he does really bring quite a lot of things to the table. He's like a plug and play character. You can plug him in any team and he basically will give you that support straight away, because you have Drop of Mirth already active, you know, when you actually use his abilities, or when the quest starts. If you EX plus him all the way up to at least 2 out of 3, you will have access to Drop of Mirth straight away. So, but I mean, these days you really have to go EX plus 3 out of 3, because that just gives you more damage overall, and you really don't want to miss out on the extra max brave as well. And of course, the overall damage of the EX ability is added on to the 3 out of 3, which you kinda need right now. But all I'm saying is he's gonna be a nice support character, a nice pickup for any team if you are looking for someone that can do a little bit of everything in terms of auras, and you know, plug him into your roster. Now the problem is the banner itself and where it is placed. And what I mean by this is we transition into should you pull on this banner. So the problem, like I mentioned, is the placement of this banner and the banner mates in general. This is sitting in between Sephiroth, which, you know, you can get his LD and burst on a particular banner, which is a very big fan favorite character. And then the other character releasing next is going to be Rude, which is going to be a very, very strong support character as well. And in fact, a lot of people will place Rude a lot higher in the pedestal because of, yeah, he's just a great supportive character. He heals as well, and yeah, a lot of people will probably pick Rude over Ciaran. Not saying that Ciaran's gonna be crap or anything. I think he's a decent character now. You do need his LD, but at the same time, he's sort of squished into like a fan favorite character and another sort of fan favorite character, and actually really going to be really strong moving forward. And he is also a plug and play character. You can plug him in any party composition and he will be very, very helpful. So that's the first problem. And especially if you're not a fan of Crystal Chronicles, you probably will not even take a look at Ciaran. The other problem is the banner itself. It has Cryle and Lael, which to me is not a very enticing backup characters on the banner. Lael is still okay if you're looking for launch, a little bit of delay, you know, he can still do damage because of launch. But Cryle is sort of like a support character. Well, not sort of, she is a support character, at least in my opinion, that gives off Brave Battery but doesn't heal, and her damage isn't that great either. And then of course you have Sephiroth's Burst on the banner as well. So it's kind of like putting one outdated character, which is going to be Cryle, because she came out really early with her EX Plus, so she is kind of dated, at least in my opinion. And then Lael, who's sort of like okay-ish, doesn't do too much damage like individually. He needs to have like good party coverage as well. So I think this is one of those banners where I will have to tell you to skip, even though I feel like Ciaran's actually a good pickup character. Rude is the next one in line, and then after that we have Cloud's Burst and LD as well. Look, I think if you're willing to throw in a couple of tickets, if you are overflowing in tickets, you might as well use them here to pick up Ciaran. You know, again, like I said, he's sort of like a plug and play character. You can plug him in any team. He's decent enough. It's just that you do need the LD, and try and save your gems for Rude, or if you really want to go back to Sephiroth's banner, go ahead. Or you can even save up your gems for Cloud, who's coming up next in the LD/Burst weapon category. So yeah, I feel bad for Ciaran because of the placement of his banner. It's sort of like Gao. Gao was in between very popular characters, and some people just didn't even look at him. And I'm probably one of those people that think, I think, you know, I rather have some like lightning instead, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just really unfortunate for Ciaran that he's sort of like stuck between a lot of very popular characters. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Please do remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it does help the channel, and I really do appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. You can always follow me on Facebook or on Twitter. You can message me there at Munchkins Gaming. If you have any questions, I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. And let me know down in the comments below as well if you're planning to pull on Ciaran. Let me know down in the comments below who you're going to be going after. And yeah, this is Munchkins logging off. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next level.